Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's Up to You, Really. Uh, the first, probably, I never checked, uh, long form actual play of Patrick World, a Powered by the Apocalypse game by Aaron King. My name's Eclipse, my pronouns are she, they, and I'll be acting as the game master. And whoever wants to go next.
Hello, I am the Audiovore. I am my pronouns are he and or they, and I am playing a dog detective who is a good boy who is struggling to retain that goodness in a hard world.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline She/Her. I'm playing March S. Ward She/Her, also a good person, a fan of mystery novels, and she's from a soap opera.
That's so true. And also has the ghost for grandma in her.
That's true.
Which is always awesome. Uh, so last time, a lot went down. You all went to this bunker under Tony Sunder's. Uh, excuse me, congested because I just ate pizza. Um, but yeah, you all went to a bunker under the Sunder Lodge, the casino owned by Tony Sunder. Um, Apparently he has been letting these like strange ghouls, these gouge related beings enter and exit the bunker or the like old base underneath Sunner Lodge as they please. And you all went in there and it was the like uh mirror image of your own HQ of the Department of Immediate Perils HQ. Um you met with Seb's clone, Superb 87, and you talked about how Superb's goal in this is to actually, through using the, or through, I guess, through obtaining the nuclear codes uh, uh, to stop something bad from happening, or at least destroy them. Specifically, you learned that Leviathan, the current kind of head of the Department of Immediate Peril, is kind of tied into this whole nuclear weapons thing. This was a project. Did I write down the name of the project? Uh oh. I feel like I had a name. Uh, do either of you remember the name of the nuclear project? It's like I could have sworn I wrote something.
I don't
Hmm,
remember a specific project name being stated.
Okay,
Me
maybe
neither.
I might have come up with it on my own, which is better. Because then I can just come up with it on the fly. Um, so yeah, I think that what's the word? Uh, so yeah, Bun is absent today. Bun is feeling under the weather. Has been working very hard on for those who know our house the house situation in Oklahoma. So once that gets resolved, I mean that might take a while, but hopefully that gets better. I didn't think this chat box coloration would work. Um,
Everyone at home, please send Bun your power, send her your energy.
please do. Um, yes, Bun living that wife life, Bun wrapping it up out there. Um, don't want that. Yeah, this is fine. It's a little virtual boy for me, but that'll work. Okay. But yeah, going back to summary. And then you all exited, and you saw that Gouge had slipped past you, um, and you wound up fighting her, um, and she was defeated by Seb and Dog Detective. March was hurt already, and then also kind of leading forward, you learned that the actual site, like the codes, were in the bunkers, kind of to the northwest of Temporal Lag, but the actual nuclear site is in Saint Terra Luna City. Um, So yeah, that's where we are. The sky is now red because Gouge has died. Her power literally seeped up into the sky. Um, and everything's fucked. Everyone is like covered in Gouge amber, like amber blood. Um, and Tony Sunder is injured. He was wheeled off to the Saint Terralina Hospital. Um, in an amber lamps. You get the sense that also like your location is currently surrounded by police, and they are Saint Terralina police. So yeah, I guess we'll leave. We'll start off there. I think I guess March is coming back to consciousness to a red sky, and I think I think I'll say like Seb maybe gets lost in the confusion. Um, and you two don't know where Seb is.
Uh-oh. Uh, why is the sky red? What's what's happening? Detective?
Um, and Dog Detective is he's still holding the blue knife. Uh, in the strange, mysterious way a cartoon dog holds things without hands.
Mhm.
But he still has that, and it has like some of that amber blood on it. And she's just kind of like halfway checked out,
Oh
a
no.
little bit in shock.
Okay, so this is a nightmare. Dog detective killed someone. There are cops. This is a nightmare. So I'm going to pinch myself, and I'm awake now. And I'm awake now.
It is not a nightmare.
Oh,
Goes without saying.
uh, I think March, like, if we're surrounded by cops, I think March just, like, I don't know, puts her hands behind her head or something.
And it's at this point that's when Dog Detective actually notices you're awake. Hurt, you're okay. Okay, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
No. He looks at the knife. No.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I would ask if you want to talk about it, but uh, it seems like maybe it's a bad time.
Where did Seb get thrown? And he
I
starts looking around.
Wait, yeah, where is Seb?
The big God, she grabbed some me? You?
Seb is gone. Utterly.
He probably just shot a portal and escaped, and he's probably fine. Seb's fine. They're fine. They're-
Yeah, just like a reality patch, right?
yeah, definitely. They're definitely fine. And in any minute now, they're gonna come pop up from behind a tree and make a funny joke, and we're all gonna laugh, and we're gonna go home. And that's what's gonna happen. Hey, who are these soldier looking guys? He says, looking at the police.
Yeah, they are decked out. I would describe their armor as like it's almost like Destiny armor. It's like it's got that like very like polygonal like kind of plated look. And it's
And
all like very bright and white and like
I, I am 100% imagining the Advent soldiers from XCOM 2.
yeah, that's definitely
The,
those
the
but
bl-
white.
yeah.
Yeah. They look like soldiers. Is the other side of it is like they are armed to the teeth.
Are they were they this armed when I lived in the city, or are they more armed than before?
So there's actually two police forces in St. Tarlina City. This is this is called the Veldigo Tribute, and they are mostly locals. They've been around for like forever. They are like very heavily militarized. Let me write this down. They're also like very nationalist in a lot of ways. Like, that's kind of their vibe. Uh, and then there is the um there's the Patchwork Coalition, which is another police force. To be clear, like equally bad. Just they don't have as much money. They're less militarized. But they are like deeply invested in some like really old, like old money occult shit that's been going on in Saint Terra Luna for like millennia. And like was gone for a while and only recently came back. And they like
Gotcha.
basically bid on contracts to like go handle different situations. There have been active wars between these two police forces over like very small like drug busts.
My Batman deranged brain is like, oh, so it's the most corrupt version of the GCPD meets the Court of Owls.
Yeah, meets what I know about Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, and so these are the local police.
Yeah, these are the like kind of hyper nationalist local police.
Is there any chance that I recognize any of them? Since I
Uh,
was a business like a business heir in the city.
that's always
And that
fun.
I I would assume they'd be wearing like face concealing helmets like actual militarized police do, but I mean,
True.
for the sake of the narrative, we could say maybe they got some no helmets.
Yeah, I think maybe one of them I think the higher ranked ones have like more transparent visors. Um and you do recognize one of them. Uh this is there was a time when uh in the soap opera of your life where a cousin got involved in some unfortunate tax business,
Yeah.
and this individual I think Lieutenant Garon, Garon, actually Ga accent Ron, was involved in sort of sweeping that under the rug for the Ward family.
A family friend of a sort.
Yeah,
Or I guess a bribed person. Which, it's kind of like a friend to the wards.
A
yeah,
business associate.
Mm-hmm. So I think I said you said Lieutenant Garon.
yeah.
Uh, I'm like, Lieutenant, do you, it's me, March. Do you, what's going on here?
Lieutenant Garon kind of like peers, like kind of I think like lifts their visor for a moment. Actually, yeah, I think Lieutenant Garon's gonna use him. Uh, but yeah, I should really figure out how to actually do the accents because those are useful. I just did like parentheses accent. Uh, but yeah, Lieutenant Garon looks towards March and says, "You you're one of the Ward kids, ain't ya?"
Y- yeah, I am.
Hmm. What's gotten you involved in this mess?
I I moved out.
Hmm.
Um, and then it all kind of happened from there, I guess.
Well, listen, it's a good thing this whole building went to bust. This Tony Sunder was bad news. Was if if uh if I'm to believe what I'm told was paying the Patchwork Coalition under the table. You listen, I doubt you and your dog were involved in any of this, and I'll ignore some of the scrapping that I saw earlier. Uh, just you might wanna clear.
I like glance at Dog Detective for assurance.
Dog Detective uh, puts the blue knife away into whatever strange pocket space he stores his stuff. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's go. We still need to go check on the stuff in the city. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Seb will meet us there. He knows. He knows. They know. He'll meet us there.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for your service, Lieutenant. We're just going to go now.
Of course, and remember, if you're ever gonna call for the Policia Terraluna, you better ask directly for the Velgo tribute. We get a little bit more when you do that.
Understood, sir. Uh, and then I think I cartoon it like cartoon style, like try and shuffle me and Dog Detective out of the frame.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to get out of there. Um, you hear you see like blinding light behind you as like flames ignite. Um, it seems like they're burning what's left. As you hear like the of flamethrowers in the distance.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, where are
Well,
y'all headed next?
I'm not sure which is worse. That's getting covered up, or if it was left for other people to dig in.
I d- I'm not sure.
I hope our
Uh,
mantis pal got out okay.
I forget. It was mostly Grandma who was there underground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was grandma the whole time.
The whole time. Okay. In that case, I think March is just like Mantis pal.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to talk about Seb.
Well, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, Merch. But yeah, remember? Oh, I actually you were unconscious, but they gave me the weird knife. Uh, and now uh,
Um,
then Seb, with his weird gun, and then now the sky's like it is.
yeah. I
But yeah, we
so
should go. We should get to the city and go check in on Tony, and then try and track down that silo wherever they're hiding those weapons.
that's probably a good idea. Listen, Dog Detective, I need to admit something to you before we get to Saint Terra Luna.
Oh,
I it's um I like scratch the back of my head and I'm like, I don't really know how to say this, but it's not just me you've been traveling with.
oh, you're finally gonna explain it?
Wait, what do you mean?
The other one, she smells different.
Oh. Cause like dogs can smell ghosts and stuff like that. That's like a classic thing, huh?
Oh, is she a ghost? I've never met a ghost.
Oh, um, I thought I was hiding this so well.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want to pry. It seems like personal matter.
I appreciate that. So my my grandma died and now she is possessing me and I sort of like spread my arms out like wahoo, like sort of a joking, like not joking. What's the word? Like I'm like depressedly sort of doing like a yay. And yeah, so she,
Entirely nonplussed.
uh-huh. So I've kind of, I guess, been lying. So I'm sorry.
Not, I mean, I wouldn't. There's different kinds of lies, right? And not all of them are bad. And that seems like deeply personal and not the sort of thing that is really anybody's business but yours and your grandma's. And so I'm happy you felt comfortable sharing with me. And I should say formally, howdy, Grandma. My name's Dog Detective. I'm a dog and a detective.
Does she does grandma respond at all?
Uh,
Like I don't know if there's a way for that to happen.
I think Grandma like chuckles lightly within March, but there's not any
She,
sound.
she says hi. Um
Okay, so what was the last part that you remember? And I'll fill you in.
there was a big monster we were fighting in a room, and then I got my I think I hit my head really hard.
Okay, okay.
There was like the weird tentacle monster.
Oh wow, that was like yesterday.
Oh, oh, it's been yesterday, huh? It's been a day. That's
Yeah, okay. So the red bits were coming out of poor feller's eyes, and we fought him off, and he got he's as far as I know he got taken to get help,
oh good.
and then I had a chat with Tony, and he admitted that there was people pressuring him into letting them some bad folks were pressuring him to hide in the basement, which turned out to be a an old DIP facility.
Like Marsha's ears perk up and she like takes out her journal and like writes that down and like circles it and
And it,
connects it to some other things.
and it looks like there was a bunch of weird experiments down there that Big Boss Lev had been up to in the past. Uh,
Her eyes widen and she just like double underlines Lev.
and we met a big mantis feller. They were nice. They were pretty chill. We helped them get out of their tube they were trapped in. All their brothers and sisters had already gone, sadly.
Hmm.
But we helped them get out, and then we found other Seb. They get a name, by the way, Superb 87.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. It was kind of weird, just like saying other Seb.
And turns out they've had a bit of a change of heart in their plans. They're still, I think their heart's in the right place, but I think their methods are a bit too mean still, from
Hmm.
what I understand. But they let us know that they got the control codes for them big weapons, and they gave them. I think Seb had those last I saw. Our Seb, and turns out the weapons themselves were in Saint Terra Luna City, and were co-funded by the Dip and Word Cosmetics.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of brings me to that's good to know. Furiously writing, and okay, so that kind of brings me to why I wanted to make sure I mention my grandma. She gets really she if we're going to say Terra Luna City, she really doesn't like the wards very much because
One of them
um
vengeful spirit type ghosts.
a little bit. Yeah, I think you won't tell anyone if no, of course you won't. You're Dog Detective. Uh,
Absolutely in confidence, I assure you.
I think she thinks that there is like an assassination plot against her. Um, like by the wards.
Oof,
So
that
I
ain't
ca-
right.
no, no, that ain't right. Yeah, that's true. But I guess assuming she's like telling the truth and not just like confused. But so it might be. I guess what I'm trying to say is things might get explodey if we go there, and things go bad.
Okay, well, I promise you right now, I'm gonna do my very best to not, to help keep things under control and stop. And if these things start getting exploding, I'm gonna do my best to help get everybody out because
Thank you, Dog Tactim.
I know that's a hard situation to be in. I ain't never been possessed before, but I imagine it's pretty tough. And Grandma, if you're in there and you're listening, I hope you take some time and really think your actions through and try and keep a calm, level head. And if you need to chat about anything, I'm right here and I'm willing to lend an ear and a paw. And we can take care of this quickly and quietly. And then I'm gonna say we're all gonna go over to Mystery Town and we're gonna visit my folks and we're gonna have a big family dinner and we're gonna take some time off and we're gonna relax and you're gonna meet my pa and my pops and my mom and my mama and everybody else, all the cousins and the brothers and sisters and everybody, and it's gonna be a big fun time.
That sounds really nice. And she closes her journal and smiles and is like, but and it's probably trails off in the middle of the sentence, but like as like the I don't know, it fades away maybe. But she's like, "Oh, but you know, you did. There was that one time you pretended. I don't know if this actually happened. Maybe it was just the book, but there was that time you pretended to be possessed in Dog Detective and the Spooky Salamander Seance.
Yeah, well, I had to what was the thing that we call that acting in the biz, you know?
Oh,
And I was acting as if I was possessed, so I could get into the little séance and figure out the mystery.
that makes sense.
It turns out it was not the witches who were poisoning the soup. So
No, no,
Everyone was getting tummy
They
aches.
they were not poisoning the soup. They were putting in stinky ingredients that other people didn't like.
yes,
And the solution was to have two pots of soup, one for the witches with the ingredients they like, and one for the other folks with the ingredients they liked,
makes sense. Um,
because there was enough for everybody.
Grandma is like burning inside, ready to hurt people, ready to hurt the Ward family. Uh, but uh, yeah. So what's the plan?
And number
Hmm.
one, I don't have a plan. I have objectives. Number one, get to the city. Number two, check in on Tony. Find which hospital he's at and check in on him. He's my friend now. I gotta go make sure he's doing okay.
Hmm.
Uh, Number three, solve this dang mystery.
Yeah. I think March wants to probably her only goal outside of that is to find you know, the Ward family is big and dramatic. So probably there's at least one sympathetic ear that she can maybe find who maybe will spill some secrets to her.
Yeah, there's probably like a gay cousin or something.
Uh-huh.
um. So yeah, I guess y'all are heading to Saint Terraluna City. Um. You kind
Can't
of wind
believe
up.
I can't believe Ward Cosmetics pulled out your second cousin's brain and put it in a robot body.
So fucked up.
No.
Um. You wind up kind of moving through these kind of dark pines over easterly to a place that kind of just becomes like this like flat concrete uh continuous surface. Even the exurbs here have like 5-story buildings. Um and kind of deeper in you can see just this like glimmering white tower at the center of Saint Terluna City. That is the mayor's little like citadel. Um, and yeah, I think as you're kind of entering the city, March, you get a phone call from Gunk.
Oh, oh. Sorry, I need to take this. Hello?
Hi, I I I heard that you were going out and the sky is red now. I wanted to make sure you're okay.
Oh, yeah, that's probably our fault. Uh, we're well, me and Doc Detective are basically okay. Um, we're in Saint Terra Luna City right now, and I Seb Seb is okay too. I think. Probably. But yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Is everything okay back there?
Yeah, the moth is panicking a bit, but otherwise it's been okay. Um, do you want me to come help?
Oh, I I wouldn't want to ask that. I mean, that seems like I mean, I'd be happy to see you, but it seems like such a big request.
St. Terlina City.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll see you soon. And she hangs up.
Uh that was that was Gunk. Have you met Gunk? I forgot.
Yeah, yeah, we met.
Yeah. We just I guess Gunk's coming to help? Question mark?
Okay. I mean, on the one hand, mm, it's tough. Things are tough.
Everything's really hard right now.
As and my as my great grandpappy dog comedian would say, "Well, boys, today it's rough."
Um, you notice here that regular people, like not just like emergency vehicles, or like people are like stuck in bumper traffic for no reason. Uh, there's very little public transportation. People here are just like meaner to each other than they are in temporal lag. Um, temporal lag generally has like a bit of like a kind of New York style, like you don't like fuck with each other um thing, but like this is like people actively being like unpleasant to each other for no reason. Um and yeah, the vibes here are just not ideal. There
Oh,
is,
yeah.
however, like I think, yeah, especially in these excerpts, there is a uh there is like a quiet sense of solidarity among certain folks. Especially a lot of the people who are uh kind of uh you know have these like manufacturing roles in these like kind of smaller factories and warehouses and stuff. They are like pretty tight with each other. Um, but there are a lot of like uptowners who it seems like have to like go through here, and like they're like shouting out of their cars and just being like fucking assholes.
Oh, this
City
is sorry, go on.
the city planners here need to include more green space. This pro- this the town looks like an untextured, but looks like untextured polygons.
Yeah. It doesn't help that she wouldn't say that. I was gonna say that it doesn't help that they don't have enough money to have more than 4 sets, so that they just had to kind of have a still image of this.
That is true though. That is real.
Oh, yeah, no, it's there needs to be more green stuff. The Freeman family live around here. They're uh I my sister dated their son for a little bit, and I think he was looking to plant some trees. He would always say, "I'm gonna plant trees," and like it seemed very heartwarming at the time, but I don't really get it. Like planting. I mean, like planting trees is important, but he didn't seem to have many more goals beyond that, or like specific ideas. He would just kind of say it, and then everyone would like hug him.
Huh.
Y-
Your town's weird.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I think she like scratches her head, like having never really thought about it before. Well, do you know what hospital Tony is in?
I can track him down. I Tony's my pal. I can find him by scent. Let's get going. And I wanna track Tony down by his smell.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have you roll for that because that's not like a it's not like critical information type question. So yeah, I think just by smelling him, you can kind of follow where he wound up, especially because he's bleeding. That would help.
It is the answer to the question of what the dog doing.
What the dog doing? I'm gonna get the default moves up just in case we need them. So yeah, you once again are on during investigation. You're at a hospital. This one looks a lot worse than the one in Temporal Lag. It is beaten down. The emergency room where you find yourself in is full of people waiting. And you're able to I don't think they're like particularly discerning with who gets into the rooms that you're able to go in, and it appears that just based on like I don't think there's a doctor in there, but like I think there's like a nurse, and then the nurse tells you that like Tony Tony like was hit pretty bad, and has lost a lot of blood, but doesn't seem to have any like brain damage or anything, and he should be back on his feet soon.
Okay. Okay. Can I leave him a note just so he knows I was checking in that I'm thinking about him?
The nurse, who is I think a like an ant person, nods once and says, yes, for sure. Feel free to leave a note.
I might not be around in town when by the time he wakes up, but I want him to know that he's in my heart. The dog detective takes out his notebook, takes a pen in his mouth, or writes down a note, and tears it off and kind of puts it on Tony's bedside table there.
It's good to be it's good to be nice to your well I don't know what your relationship was with him, but
He's my friend.
Hmm.
We only met not long ago, but he's my friend, and I'm his friend, and I will need him to know that that's still true.
it's good to show kindness. There have been
Mm.
it has been every year here. I mean, I've only been here a couple years, but it seems that people here get meaner and leave each other alone. So it's nice to see some kindness.
Well, it's like my nan always said. Uh, if you gotta be nice now, so you don't regret not doing it later.
Mm. Yes, there are many things that I think many of us wish we had said.
And he like kind of like puts his paws up on Tony's bed and nuzzles him a little. Now, when you wake up, we're gonna do that big fam. You're gonna come meet all my folks. You're gonna come meet my pop Tony, and you two are gonna be best friends. And we're gonna have a big family dinner, and we're gonna help you out, and we're gonna help you get back on your feet. Okay, bud?
Tony is not fully responsive, but does seem to hear that and like gives a little like thumbs up. It's hard to tell if he's just like reacting or if it's like it's hard to tell. But he did hear you.
pal, and I'm going to take care of these problems now, and then I'm going to come take care of you. Okay, March, we better get to it.
All right. Uh, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah, and I guarantee any dang minute now we're going to turn around a corner. We're going to find a big clue, and Sub's going to be right there and saying, "Oh, hey, how are you guys so late? Ha 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 ha!"
Yeah, classic Seb. And then I walk out the door and I really look really dramatically like, oh, and there's gonna be a clue right in this hallway, and Seb will be there. And
And there's going to be a clue around this corner.
There are no
I'm,
clues around the corner, sadly.
oh,
You do inspect the area if you want to do a more thorough search around St. Tarlina City.
That is the plan.
yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Who wants to do that?
I can do it. I don't
Cool.
mind rolling a little bit of
I
dice.
have the bonus community question on that one.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea then.
I actually have 3 questions.
Cool.
But I think it makes more sense for you to take lead narratively because this is
True.
your home turf.
True. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do March. So do you take your time?
Hmm. I I probably am rushing it a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have help or specialized equipment?
Here,
I think. Sorry.
I'm helping.
Yeah. Doc Detective's helping, and I mean, maybe I call that cousin.
Oh yeah. Uh, I'm thinking of funny. Uh, God, I was in one of Duck's games the other day, and I was playing an NPC who I'm gonna play a gay little guy. Let me. I think this is Elazar Ward.
Nice.
Ellie E. He they. Um, Elazar is Elazar has like I think similar to March, kind of divested from a lot of the company interests, but still lives in St. Tarlina City. Uh, he and his husband are uh the like Bayonetta and Jean meme of like double income, no kids, gay uncles raining Christmas Armageddon. Uh, uh, he is like a champagne socialist, socialite type. He works in what does he work in? I think he's
Finance.
yeah. He could be a
Uh,
finance. He could be a financier. Although I feel like
defense.
defense could be into. Oh God. I don't feel like he sucks though. Is the thing. Uh,
Right.
like I think he works in like something normal. uh,
Well, what if he's in law and specializes in labor law?
oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's a labor lawyer. Uh, and he is March's cousin.
Like the cool older cousin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um, yeah. He's able to give some kind of pointers in terms of like, well, you know, in like turn of the decade or turn of the century, like you know, there was a lot of like air and space stuff here, but then it got like swapped out for like university. I'm just describing the history of Long Island. I don't know any other economies. Anyways, uh, so yeah, you have help. So let's roll 2d6 + 1. That's a 4. So you ask one and be prepared for the worst.
Well, thanks, Laz. And I hang up, and I'm like, well, that didn't help at all.
I don't
Uh,
understand why electroeconomics resulted from you asking if he had any tips.
Electric. Um. Well, I guess we should just. I don't know. What do we even do at this point? It seems like it's. I guess we can. Maybe one of the old colleges still has. That still has like some of the equipment. Could
Well,
that is that possible?
keep in mind the roll is not a hard fail. You ask one to be prepared for the worst.
Oh, sorry.
No, no.
I brain is calibrating. Okay, got it. Let me let me get these. Um okay. I'm going to see. What is useful here?
God. Hmm. I mean, unfortunately, uh, I think you very quickly just through like even simple research or like asking around about it, realize that the nuclear project is called like the Ward Nuclear Project. Um,
Oh, great.
the only way into this thing is through your family.
I I don't know why anyone ever decided to buy our cosmetics.
Y'all sound like your family sounds like some real comic book supervillain types.
Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, um that is just like kind of true.
At this point, I'm expecting you to say, "Oh, hi, Detective. Meet my distant cousin Lex Luthor
Well, I
and
don't have a
his husband. His husband is oh
Bishopper.
Harry is Norman Osborn. Here we go.
Oh, I love comic books. The no, I mean my there's my dad, of course. There's Wilhelm Ward. But he's normal. Like he's normal, right? It's normal to be called Wilhelm Ward, right?
I mean, like probably. I don't get
Like
a whole. I still ain't got the best handle on how all humans name each other. Like
j-
my name's Dog Detective because I'm a dog and a detective.
I think she's just
My
fretting like, wait,
my
is it
pup
bad?
my
Sorry.
pup's name is Tony T Rex because he's a T Rex whose name is Tony. I don't. Y'all names get. They. I don't really get them.
Yeah. I just what if it's inherently evil to have alliterative names? I just haven't thought about this before, but it might be.
Hey! If I learned anything from comic books, it's that alliterative names can be for anybody. You could be Lex Luthor or Peter Parker or Clark Kent. It's not just villains.
That's yeah, that's true. Dog
It,
detective.
Dog Detective. That's if I had a longer human style name, it would be those two words, and that's start with D. I'm I'm an okay guy.
Yeah.
Wilhelm Ward, uh, basically owns the monopoly on like prison prison rooms in St. Tarleton City, and
Oh,
like sells
great.
them out directly to the Policia Terraluna. So like they're like bids on these spaces every time that someone gets arrested.
I see.
It's pretty
I
bad.
see.
It's a bad place
That's
to live.
no, it's not very good.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out that like it's like how the people are getting paid like a penny an hour to like make perfume.
Yeah. That sort of
My
vibe.
lord.
You think they're getting paid?
Hate to
Oh,
see it.
well, I guess we'll see. Okay, we might just have to go to the family home.
Okay,
It's
so how do we want to play this? Yeah, I need to act like a weird one of those weird dogs that doesn't talk, or can I just be normal?
you hmm
Should
the
we?
pro
Do they know you're with the that you're working with the DIP? Or
I was gonna call them after all the stuff with the moth. I was gonna give them a call and tell them a lot of stuff, but I chickened out, so they don't really know anything.
I get it. Sometimes it can be scary.
You can probably just be yourself, and if they start getting like weird about it, I can just pretend that I've been getting really into like ventriloquism.
You're gonna be the best kept dang ventriloquist this side of a big mountain. But
That's right.
I don't remember the name of the mountain, but I heard there was a bunch of ventriloquists on the other side.
God.
GM, write that down in the lore chapter. Big mountain with ventriloquists living on the other side.
Big mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mountain's name is just Big Mountain. Called Big Mountain.
Big rock candy mountain. No, not actually. Mountain with ventriloquists living on the other side. There you go.
It's canon now, folks.
Woohoo! With I'm sorry, just reading the sentence "big mountain with ventriloquists living on the other side."
It's really funny.
Oh, we do a good show here.
That's lore. Um,
That's lore, baby.
do you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, sounds good.
Feels like break time.
Okay. Let's 5-10.
Hmm.
I'm good either way.
Let's let's do like a 10.
Let's do 10. So we'll be back
Alrighty.
at 33. See you in a bit. ba ba. Hello, we're back. We've talked about soap operas. We've discussed Victor Freeman, whatever his name is. Newman.
You're thinking of Victor Newman.
Victor Newman. Discussed.
It turns out that Jacqueline and I are secret twins. Who could
Yeah.
have guessed?
Yeah, this is true, actually.
And I am the ghost of my great granduncle.
Whoa,
Uh,
pretty cool.
Wild stuff.
so I guess we'll cut. Do y'all just want to cut directly to the door?
Yeah. That's the scene opens and we're at the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, I think that like the mayor's citadel is like quite literally a citadel. So like you have to like get past like some I think alongside the Veldigo Tribute and the Patchwork Coalition, there is a third police force that exclusively maintains the mayor's place, and that is just called the Policia Terra Luna. It's very confusing. It's like the whole it's like Leaving. It's like how Western Leaving is just called Leaving, but also Eastern Leaving exists. So is also a name for the mayor's police force, even though that word also encompasses the two existing forces. So, you know, that's society, folks. But yeah, so you basically wind up in this this like kind of almost like noble district in some ways, and you head to like this very pristine white like I would say like maybe like 4 or 5-story building that the Ward family owns in the city. Of course, they own most of the city anyways, but this is kind of their little estate. And
I would call it a manse, perhaps.
I would call it a manse, or perhaps even a domain, domain, desmens,
Immense.
demens.
I mean, it's just a summer home. It's nothing too big.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I think you're greeted first by the butler. There is a robot butler who tends the Ward estate. I don't think the robot butler has a name other than Butler. And Butler answers the door and says, well, hello. It is, I suppose, strange to see you again, March. It is good to see you, though.
Hi, Butler. It's good to see you too. I feel like March and Butler probably had a pretty good relationship. Of at least on March's end.
Yeah.
This is yeah. I'm back. Just for a visit, and I brought my friend.
Howdy there, Mr. Butler. I'm a dog detective. I'm a dog and a detective.
Ah, yes, I do remember reading Dogtective, Popular Mystery to the children. Of course, there aren't many children in the house these days. Mostly, well...
You know, I've never seen myself in book form. Would you mind if I took a look later on?
Yes, of course. I can read you as many books as you like.
We can all three of us read them together. It'll be a nice fun time.
That
Okay.
sounds wonderful.
Sounds nice. Yeah. Who's home right now?
Well, your mother, your father, your grandfather,
Sorry, can you say the last sentence again?
your oh, right. I'm sorry. You didn't your grandfather he was absolutely distraught after the untimely death of our dear Octavia, and well, he did somehow manage to find love again with well, with the TV repairman, Ralphio Freeman.
Marcia's eyes go wide. and I feel like she has to like struggle to not just instantly be completely possessed by Octavia.
Octavia's burning, yeah.
Uh, oh, okay. Oh, great. All right. That's beautiful. Uh, love is love. I That's wonderful. I would love to see everyone dog tech, and maybe this was a bad idea.
Past Butler, you can see almost as like a point of pride. This like so it's kind of like the entrance to this place is like one of those big foyers where it's like got the like stairs that like kind of wrap upward into a balcony, and the place where Octavia got the TV dropped on her was like right here, and the scuff on the floor has been left, like almost as like a point of pride.
Oh my god, they totally assassinated her. This She was right. She was right. Oh god.
Assassinated. Uh, I don't know what you. It was quite a tragedy.
Don't worry about it, Butler. I just it's nothing. Should, do you, are they busy? Can we go see them?
I don't believe so. I think they might be spread about the house at the moment. I believe your father is in the back. I believe your mother is as well. If she's swimming, he's practicing his putt as usual, and I believe your grandfather is up in his office. Ralphio is out, uh, attending to some business.
Okay. Um, let's go out back. That might be the most. No, I don't want to see my parents right now. Let's go see Grandpa.
And yeah, Butler will give you free reign of the house. Grandpa lives up on the second floor. Um, uh, there is like a long hallway to reach him. This hallway that always feels longer every time that you look at it. Um, he lives at like the end of this hallway. Um,
Eventually, you'll come up here, and it's going to be all hallway. It's not going to end.
yeah, it's almost as if it's like as he gets older, it gets longer, and like I think maybe your cousins have theorized before that like if he dies, it's just gonna be an endless hallway. Um, but yeah, he has this like he has a door that is nice or maybe nice or maybe nicer than the door at the entrance. It has like a carved uh a carved symbol of a lock on it. It's not actually locked. It's just like a symbol of like a safe lock. Um, and the door itself is made of this like rich mahogany.
It's
You might say that the door is warded.
You might.
it's definitely like a scented mahogany too, right? Like there is like you can smell the forest on this thing.
Yeah, you can
Every
smell what you.
every every day they get a servant to rub fresh wood oil on it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Okay, so uh my grandpa lives in here. The thing you want to be careful about is that he's kind of testy. Um but he's not that bad.
You march,
Let's
you
Uh-huh.
march.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, I'm sure you're right.
I get you're scared, and that's given what you told me about your family, that seems like a reasonable reaction. But I'm here for you, and any minute now, Seb's gonna come right around the corner. And he's gonna be here for they're gonna be here for us too.
Yeah, you're right. And I think March straightens up a bit and is like that makes me feel like if Seb joins us especially, I'm sure this will I'll feel a lot more confident. Um knock knock knock.
Uh, you hear a voice on the other side. Come in.
I
Oh
I
no no
open
no 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 no
oh
no! They say enter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Enter.
I enter. I enter. Uh, hello. Hello, grandfather.
Uh, there is the room is like almost completely black except for a single oil lantern, and there is you see like the glimmering lights of the city coming in through uh like literal like film noir blinds, and like that's all you can see of his face, which is just like old and like gaunt. He is like furiously typing on into this typewriter, and he, even though it's like it's like not that cold, he is writing, or he's wearing like a blazer and like a black sweater with like a high collar. Um, and he takes off his glasses, or actually, I guess he puts on his glasses, and he looks at March, and he says, "How long has it been? A year? 2?
Well,
You're back."
Clarity.
like, yeah, it's been a while. It's me, March, and she tries to say that part very confidently. I'm back. Um, I How have you been doing, Grandpa?
I've been doing all right. Your your grandmother left quite a mess, I have to say.
She wasn't she wasn't doing very good with the company.
Yes, other things as well. More
I was
personal.
I was thinking about our front step actually.
Uh,
I am glad to have you back. I hope you intend to stay for longer this time. I'm sure.
I'm. Mhm.
I'm sure that you and Ralphio could develop a good rapport over time.
Yeah, I just I had to get away for a while and just think about things, but it was too hard to be here. You know, my ex was here, you all were here. I mean, not that I don't love all of you, but it's sometimes, I mean, you get it, don't you? You have to go away for a little bit and figure out who you are.
I do. But you should remember, you you may leave us for a moment. Your your cousin Elazar has certainly done so. But you will come back because your family loves you more than anything in the world. More than anyone can. I want you to remember that.
She is like trembling. Uh
I want you to remember that because we will not demonstrate it through our actions.
Yes, that's it.
this is she like takes a few breaths and is like, I might come back for, but this isn't, I'm just visiting right now. I have to ask you a few questions.
We'll ask away.
I think she tries to like harden her like like just like her like posture and like her like eyes as much as she can, which isn't much. Um
Dog Detective slyly gets his head under your left hand.
that helps.
Aw.
And she pulls out
But to be clear, his attention has almost exclusively been on the window because he can see the night sky through the blinds, but he's certain it was a bright mid-afternoon when we came in the front
oh
door.
god.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's also red, I will be clear. It is still red.
But
That's
it's like,
true, but there's a difference between nighttime red and afternoon red.
There is.
yeah. There's the difference between like it's like there's cherries up there like versus like a Castlevania Crimson.
Yeah, Safe Ward lives in a room that is in the night, for sure.
It's
Yeah.
always nighttime, and it's always the night sky out of that window.
Yeah.
They
I
only
think
had the one set that's got a matte painting behind it.
I think she clears her throat and pulls out her badge and says, "I need you to tell me about the Ward nuclear project."
He like gives a little like breathy chuckle. Do you think that a Department of Immediate Peril badge holds any weight here?
Well, I have my own suspicions about what kind of weight the Department of Immediate Peril has with the Ward family, but I'm trying to. But I'm saying that I'm here on official business. I'm here on important business. I need you to answer my questions.
I see. I will answer them for you, but only because you are my granddaughter. If future agents come to this place, they will be shut out the door.
That's entirely fair. It's just going to be me and my normal dog here.
Woof!
That is a normal dog.
Woof!
Oh.
Woof! Bark!
Yeah, okay. So tell me what you know, please. Tell me what the deal is. What's going on?
The hmm. It was a project that was handed down to me by my father, and likely his as well. Generations since the age of the tribunal. We have been asked to keep the facilities secure and well maintained and secret. And if there does come a time in which the Department of Immediate Peril requires weaponry, then we will use it. And then he looks out toward the sky and says, if I have to be honest, I'm expecting the call soon. And then his phone rings. And he lets it ring for a bit. And then he picks it up. And it sounds like a machine is speaking to him. And he puts it down. And for once, you've maybe never seen this man stand up from this chair. Or like, any time he's in here, he has never stood up. He sometimes leaves his little office. He stands from his chair and says, I have business to attend to.
I Who was that on the phone?
An automated mechanism. You believe in what your institution does, do you not?
I believe in protecting people.
Hmm. You and this house will be safe from whatever danger such weaponry might cause. We are protected here. I have created a barrier, a dome which within my family may live. You do not need to worry about these things. Less important people than us will die.
Is he trying to like leave the room? Like, is he walking towards the door?
He's walking towards the door.
I step in front of him.
The detective moves to the door to physically block it.
He gives this frown, and you can see this old scar across his face. The one time he was ever hurt. He's never talked about it. And he reaches a hand out to try and take March's put his hand on March's shoulder.
I bat it away.
He frowns deeper and says, I have business to complete.
No. Whatever business you're up to, it's not right. I I can't let you do it.
Then it appears we are at a standoff. Well, and I think he reaches for his pocket and pulls out a what do you call it? A concealed Luger pistol.
I think before he can get that out, Dog Detective's fake starter pistol appears from nowhere, from the nowhere that he stores it.
Oh,
Let's
it's
not
always gone.
let's not be too hasty, pal.
You're
This-
not a normal dog.
I lied to you, Grandpa. This is not a normal dog.
My name is Dog Detective. I am a dog detective, and his badge appears, agent of the Department of Immediate Peril. And I think the deployment of weapons of mass destruction counts as immediate peril, and so we are seizing control, and we are going to prevent that from happening to protect people from immediate peril, as is our purview.
It does appear that I'm outnumbered here.
Now, I don't want to hurt nobody. That's not my business. My business is protecting folks. But, I mean, I understand you have your obligations, but so do we. And maybe we can talk this out, come to a peaceful resolution.
I think as Dog Detective is saying that, March, you feel the barrel of a gun on the back of your head.
Oh God.
And Dog Detective, if you look back, it is it appears it looks like Ministivy, but his eyes are wrong. His eyes are like pink.
Did Ministivy ever tell us what the name? Did he? Like, we know his reflection's out to get him,
Yeah.
but did they ever tell us if they have like a name, or if they're just Ministivy's reflection?
No, it's always just been Ministivy's reflection. He's mentioned his father, Minisai.
Ministivy's reflection. What are you doing here?
Ministivy's reflection like frowns and says, I took care of him.
Oh, there's no way. He's so careful.
No.
He made a
You're
at-
mistake.
You're lying. You're lying. You're definitely lying, and he's okay. And Seb's right around the corner, just really gonna bust in to save us any minute.
So yeah, what are y'all gonna do? I think at this point also, Safe Ward. By the way, the grandfather's name is Safe Ward. We didn't have him say his name, but his name is Safe Ward.
Also, Ministivy's reflection, I assume, knows what Ministivy knows, and thus would know 100% that Dog Detective's gun is a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember last season when we were at the Parish of the Moth, like the church thing, and we found a stash of swords?
Yeah.
Can I pull one of those out?
Hell yeah, you can.
I've had it just in case this whole time.
Yeah, that's
March
awesome.
March has been going on sword fighting dates with Gunk.
Fuck yeah.
Like, oh God.
That'd probably be roll wound.
Yeah, I guess I should probably figure out who I'm trying to sword.
Yeah, who you slashing at?
Either that or throw your weight around if you're trying to do an intimidation thing.
That's true. Maybe I should start with throw your weight around in that case.
Yeah, that could work.
I'm going to say, everyone, put your weapons down and give me and Doc Detective the information we need about the nuclear site. And I'm going to I guess I'll roll.
Cool. Are you gonna do any experience or just 2d6?
Let me check. Don't have any experience marked right now,
Okay.
so
Classic 2d6. Let's see. That's a 7. Not bad. 7 to 9, you get most of what you asked for or something similar. I think that, I
Be
think
clear, just so I know, you can see the scene right in my mind. Who are you menacing with the blade? Is it any one person in particular, or?
I guess I guess because my grandpa is the one in front of me, probably most directly my grandpa, but trying to bring it out as like a general threat, even though
Okay.
like there is a gun to the back of my head.
So I have a fake gun pointed at Safe Ward. You have a real sword pointed at Safe Ward, and Menace Davies' reflection has a presumably real gun pointed at you, and Safe Ward has a pistol he was in the process of pulling out of his pocket, but
probably won't be
stopped
able
partway.
to.
But stopped partway through.
I think, like, in response to this, Ministivi's reflection is immediately like, I think I have a good sense of this situation. Dogtective, your gun is fake. My gun is real. March's sword is real. We are currently 1-1. Safe Ward cannot draw his weapon. We go down together. Put our weapons away. And we decide what happens down there.
I am liking any plan that does not involve us hurting each other. But I have recently acquired, and he pulls out his Love is Blue, a real knife. And then he menaces Ministivi's reflection with it.
You want to also do a three-way around?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
And I have 3 experience. I'm going to spend all of it.
Okay, so you can only spend 2.
Okay, then I will spend 2 experience. Because I assume Ministivi's reflection has more knowledge about what a magic blue knife means than I do.
Yeah, makes sense. That is a 6. Damn.
Oh, oof.
On a 6 or lower, you might get what you ask for. Your reputation is at stake, or someone has taken offense. I think that I actually think that Safe Word is like your Dogtective popular mystery. I thought you didn't use violence. Disappointing. We'll agree to your terms.
You know, the place I come from is real different than this one, and sometimes you got to adapt to the environment.
The facility's under the house. There's a painting in the dining room. Tilted 90 degrees to the left. You should be able to get through the facility. It responds to ward biometrics.
Okay. I think she has to like stop herself from saying thank you, Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Detective, let's go.
Yeah, let's go prevent the end of the world again.
I think as you were leaving, Ministivi like turns back to look at you two, and says, you know, I lied earlier when I said that Ministivi wasn't careful. It's not quite that. Your boss, Leviathan. The Leviathan needed someone willing to do a job.
I think you need to stop talking right now, Ivid Sanim. Which, for those at home, is Ministivi spelled backwards.
Clever.
I think I'm just really trying to keep it together, okay? And you're not making it any easier. Right now,
the authority that you claim is broken and debased. It's been fucked.
Yeah, I figured that out, okay? We figured that out. The ideal is still good, though. I don't need we don't need badges and a friggin' dragon to help people, and we're gonna do it. And if you try and stop us, then that's gonna be tough, and it's gonna suck. But we'll do what we have to.
I hope you're right, for your sake.
Come on, March, let's go.
And yeah, I head off down to the painting.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, you two head down to the dining room. Thankfully, no sight of your parents. At least for now. You turn this painting, and the door that it's or the wall that it's on like opens up, like slides downward, and there is this like stark white facility underneath March's house. Here, actually, I have a question for March. Has March ever like seen this and like assumed it was a dream or something?
Oh, that's a good question. Like she slept walk one time and accidentally ended up in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
hell yeah.
I have a suggestion. What if you actually did see it in a dream because you were seeing some of Octavia's memories?
Oh, yeah. That's really good. Like it wasn't me who slept walked in here.
Yeah.
Like it was Octave. Like in the if this was like a written out TV show, we would have been seeing flashbacks to this the entire like season. And
Yeah.
thinking it was March, but actually it was Octavia.
Yeah, and at this
God.
point, the camera would pull out of first person, and we'd see it's not March, it's Octavia who's wandering the white hallways.
How's she feeling, by the way? Um,
Octavia is mad and also like uh I think I think Octavia like feels bad that she never told March about any of this.
March, how are you and Grandma doing?
um,
Keeping it together?
together right now. I
Okay.
yeah.
Grandma, if you can hear me, you, I understand you want to be going all vengeful spirit right now, but we gotta please respect that we have a job to do first, and then maybe after that, if March is okay with it, you can go all spirit of vengeance on folks, and I will simply not see it.
Uh
Wow, detective character development of a sort.
it's awesome. Um I think that the sense that March gets most of all is that like Octavia didn't know that she hadn't told March about this. Like
Ooh,
it's all so confusing. It's like being two people at once is so difficult. Uh
yeah.
but yeah. The steps lead down into a like stark white silo room. Not silo room. It's like a viewing room that kind of looks into the silo, and then there is
Oh, the
another
control room.
door. Yeah. Well, there's another door that leads to a control room, although it is locked behind a like biometric fingerprint and eye scanner.
Well, I guess you're the key to the door.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go up to the scanner and try and open it up.
Uh, yeah. You open up the scanner, and you manage to open up the this door to this control room. Um, you I think as you open up the door, um, you hear footsteps. They don't sound like Ministivi or your grandfather. You hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
See, Seb's gonna be right around the corner.
Sam?
Uh, you see Seb. Um, Seb is here. Uh, they kind of look at the both of you and say, hey, sorry guys, I got a little bit lost.
Oh.
Okay, we're glad you're okay, and we're glad we're together, and we're gonna stop any of these weapons from getting launched, and we're gonna protect everybody, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now that you're here, Seb. I didn't realize how much of a rock you were.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be here too. Let's get this thing shut down.
And then we'll help you with the mountain of paperwork.
Yeah, yeah. I can probably
And
handle the
then
controls if you two want me to.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, right,
didn't
Detective?
I didn't say they were biometro whatever encoded.
Oh, yeah, right.
So you better. I think March has to do it. I don't think it'll work for you, Seb.
Okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay. I put my hands on it.
Okay. So yeah. So you put your hands on this like console on the wall, and I think like a number of switches and lights light up, and these seem to be manual switches. So uh, if you want Seb to handle it, they can.
Dog Detective is concerned this might not really be Seb, and is trying to because there's been too much weird shit happening lately.
Hmm.
And so he's worried it might be like maybe Superb 87 decided they do want to blow up the world, or maybe somebody has like chameleon powers. So he's not voicing the concern to not like in case he's wrong, or in case he's right, more accurately. But he is, you know, worried it might not really be Seb just because he's just very paranoid right now.
I'll let you
Marja,
take 2 stress if you want to get like a clear answer on that.
Jeez, yeah, yeah. I will take. Actually, could I use with my ancestral library mark hex instead?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll take some hex and tune into my ancestral memories and try to figure out if this is really Seb or not.
Seb was in a fire recently. This robot does not have any scorch marks, not even on their jacket.
Detective sidles over to March and whispers, "Seb got burned. This isn't them."
Seb is
uh,
already at the controls, starting to put stuff in.
wait, wait.
You need to step back, okay?
Seb isn't stopping.
Detective pulls the knife.
I pull out
You
the
need
sword.
you need to step back.
Seb does not seem afraid of either of you.
What's your plan? What are you going to do here? Is this? I thought you didn't. I thought.
We know you're not our friend. And I don't think you're Superb 87 either. I don't know who you are, but you need to quit it because we're trying to save people here, and I don't think you're here to help with that.
The reds, the this white facility turns red, and heat like slowly fills this room. Um, as you hear the thrusters on this like huge Ward Cosmetics missile, uh, starting up, and
I, I, I roll wounds to tackle them out of the way.
okay,
So March can get to the controls. I don't have thumbs. I can't work the buttons, but
cool. Yeah, give me a wound.
yeah. Am I defending myself? I mean, in the broad sense, technically, because these are going to blow up everything. And have I witnessed them acting unjustly? Absolutely. I have at least a +1 to this. I would argue a 2.
Yeah, I would say so. So that'll be +2. Let's say that is a 9 plus 2, so that's an 11. On 10 plus
All right.
exchange harm, choose 2.
All right. So, I am going to force a change of location to get them away from the controls, knock them onto the ground. And I am going to remove an advantage and remove their disguise.
Okay. They fall to the floor. their gun flies free. It is not. It is not Seb's gun. It is clearly Superb 87's gun. And Superb 87 looks at Dog Detective and says, I'm here to dismantle the bomb.
Looks a lot like you're launching it.
Dismantle. I didn't open the silo.
Are you? Wait.
Archie's gonna detonate it, and it's gonna blow up the whole house. And you gotta turn this thing off. And I'm gonna keep him here, and you're gonna save everybody, okay?
Wait, Dog Detective. There's a dome. There's a dome around this house. Maybe if it can keep it out,
Archie,
maybe it can keep
look,
it in too.
your whole family's in here, and I know they're not great, but we haven't. There's still people, and we still have a responsibility. We gotta protect them. There's other ways to get rid of these things. There's gotta be. This can't be it. This can't be it.
March or Grandma wants to just leave and let Superb finish their business.
I don't mind myself in danger. You and me, we signed up for this, right? But you got cousins. Some of them got kids, right?
Yeah.
You think those kids signed up for this? Heck no. Heck no,
No.
they didn't.
But it's
You
just-
gotta stop it.
if I think March is like trying to do the math in her head. There are 5 people in like that would die like in her family if this happened, right?
Yeah, it would
Uh,
be
But
Grandpa.
it would, sorry.
It would be Grandpa, Mom, Dad, Butler, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
and Sis.
Yeah, I think I I think she looks at Superb 87 and is like, "All right, if you're such a good if you have such noble goals, then help me get my family out of here first. And then you can blow it up."
You said there's a dome around this facility.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't intend to stop here. I see that I am at a disadvantage. So I will help your family escape. But I am coming for them soon enough, and I'm coming for Leviathan.
There's better ways to do it.
I think March like starts running. Like she's going to start running to try and evacuate people.
Okay. Superb 87 like stands up, clutching the place where they were tackled, and
Objective's still holding the knife to them.
starts heading up.
And physically gets between them and the gun.
Yeah, they're not gonna grab their gun. They're gonna start heading up the stairs behind March. And they say, there was a time once when Seb and Seb, whatever, we were sent on a mission into the breach between Western and Eastern leaving. We saw the font, the aftermath of weapons like this. We saw the way that it bled the place dry of its sense, of its humanity, of its nature. We were lucky that we were a machine.
So you don't
I don't know how it worked, how things were where you used to work. I ain't that old, I ain't been around that long. But the way we're working now, we don't get to decide if who's worth saving. We assume everyone is worth saving. Everyone deserves a chance to do better. And that includes you.
And if you want
And
to,
he puts the knife away.
and if
So
you
what
want to
we're
come
gonna
after them, sorry.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of these weapons, so nobody can ever use them, and we're gonna do it in a way that they don't hurt nobody. And that includes you and me, and March, and everybody else. Because we got to assume, we have to assume that people can do better.
I suppose so.
If we let go of that, then there's nothing left.
This I can disarm the weapon. I didn't know this was your family, March.
Yeah, and they're terrible, but and I think she just like thinks about like kind of looks inward at her grandma in a sense and is like, but I don't want to see them die like this. It's too terrible. You should know that.
Shouldn't matter that it's March's family just because you know March. There's someone's family. They matter.
If you've sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
If you've seen it, like you said, then you should know that it's too terrible to do this to anyone.
They nod lightly and they approach the council and they I think yeah, that they like disable the countdown, turn off the thruster, and you watch them like do something that like they like put their fingers into like a slot on the machine, and they say I'm going to disassemble it from here if that's okay.
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 You watch as like little robot arms. Oh, sorry.
Everybody deserves a chance, and I'm giving you one. I want to stay here with you and help you through it.
You watch as these little robot arms peek out of the walls of the silo and start taking the plates off of this thing one by one. And I'm just gonna make up some fantasy nuclear stuff because I don't know how you actually disarm a nuclear bomb. You watch as like a like thin needle pokes into a like strange little vacuole that's like in the like the warhead and draws something out and like
Tracks the fissile material.
Yeah, like runs it through an autoclave and then it's like neutralized into like water. And I think amusingly the water is like shot out in a little cup. Like you can actually drink it. It's like drinkable water.
The whole season's budget is used up on this CGI shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is
Yeah.
this is like the Andor tractor beam scene. And yeah, it is the thing is gone. Like it is completely gone. And then I think that Superb 87 like puts in one last order for the computer and you watch as these robot arms start disassembling the facility itself. And they say the stability of this equipment won't last very long.
Thank you. Let's all get out of here.
Is this is so this is the I have to I had an idea. As we're on our way out, I think March or like as she's like steps to leave, I think March notices like on the wall um that there is like or like maybe like as it's being disassembled the nuclear bomb um that capital W, capital A, capital R, lowercase HEA, capital D, warhead, um, which shortened to ward.
Good. That's very funny. Love to see it. Yeah, you watch as like literally these things are like turning the facility itself into like new foundations for the house. Um, and like as you exit, literally like the hidden door itself is converted into just like a wall. Um,
You Superb 87? You want to come to a big family dinner in Mystery Town?
I I don't really eat.
That's okay. I mean, there's going to be games and there's going to be a conversation and everyone's going to have a great time. And I think it'd be good for you. And I think I owe you the chance. And I think be good for all of us.
I suppose so. I'm sorry. I don't know how
Me,
to I don't know how to do these things.
I'm sorry too. The world's tough. It's a tough one. And I get that you've been doing your best, but it's good to have other people to show you what that can look like in ways you couldn't think of on your own.
Hmm. I was built to cut this world to shreds. To be barbed wire. To make barriers, to cut things into neat cubes and stack them into castles. I don't know what this. I don't know how to survive in this world.
I was born to find lost socks and solve little innocent mysteries, and I don't really get this new world either. So how about we work together and figure it out?
Hmm. Something will have to
And
be done about the Leviathan.
I agree, but I don't know what yet. And I don't think you know what yet either. And I don't think March knows, and I don't think Seb knows. But I think we all agree that something has to be done. So maybe we can all put our heads together and figure out a good solution.
Yes, I suppose so. Um, as you're having this
For
conversation, you watch someone steps out from the hallway, or not the hallway, but like from like the archway that enters the dining room. Um, Ministivi has gotten a larger gun, uh, like a rifle, and they are staring you all down with it. And he says, "You didn't think I was done, did you?"
bombs are gone. It's over. For now.
I was given a job in return for my freedom.
And what was it?
Well, Leviathan knew that you'd be coming here and asked me to come. And you see a sword, Gunk's sword, stab through his shoulder, um, and he's pushed to the ground. Um, it's a little bit of a Hagrid's hot clusterfuck, but I did say she would show up. Um, and she like gives a little frown at March and says, I feel like I missed something."
Uh,
Been a
yeah.
busy. Hi, Gunk. It's been a busy few days.
I think March like interprets Gunk's words slightly wrong because her brain is on the fritz and is like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that I was like rich." Um,
It's a Buffy
oh,
place.
you meant the dangerous stuff. Right. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the help.
Yeah, no, of course.
Can we Doug Detective's like going over to Ministivi's reflection to check to see if they're like dead, or if maybe we could get them to the hospital.
He is. I think that it seems like uh, probably intentionally Gunk didn't get any vitals. It was a
Can
pretty
we
quick wound.
can we save this for later? I want to get this fellow to the hospital.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Sorry about that. I just I saw you folks were in trouble.
Yeah.
I get thank you. I get it, but let's
I think March like tries to like pick up
our job
Ministivi's reflection.
our job description is trying to prevent his deaths as much as possible. So let's do that, right, March?
Yeah. Yeah, let's yeah, we're doing our best.
Doing our best. When it comes to perp, we could use the support.
Yeah, I guess I can.
You got wheels, Gunk? You must have got here somehow.
Gunk like gestures out the window to a Oh, actually, would Gunk have this? I feel like it'd be funny if Gunk did. Um, yeah, I feel like there are a couple of those in Leaving. Gunk has the fucking weird, like, polar vehicle.
Got the polar crawler.
The polar crawler, yeah. So the
Yeah.
polar crawler is a tread-based, deprecated, completely unused Russian polar exploration and science craft that is like bright red and is awesome. Let me see if I can get a picture.
Oh my god.
Folks in the discs from Prime Square had one, and they used it to get around, and it's a delightful little vehicle.
Yeah,
That's
what is
amazing.
this? What is this vehicle called?
Oh, it's got to be in the. I mean, if we had time to dig through all the discs stuff, I'm sure we could find it. But
Yeah, it's like unused polar vehicle.
I'm just gonna search. I'm searching Soviet polar crawler and seeing if it shows up.
Yeah, Soviet.
Yes,
polar-
yes, I found it. I found it.
Soviet polar crawler. Here we go. I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
on the stream. I really like this vehicle, and it is like, I mean, considering she's from Leaving, it makes sense because I feel like that's just like a Leaving ass vehicle. If
Yeah.
you live in Leaving, you might have gone in one of those at one point.
People have seen him around.
Yeah. Okay, let me get a image source up. It does not fit this area at all. It's not made for this. It doesn't
It's
look good.
it's not made for normal ass roads. It's like 2 lanes wide. It has a chemistry lab inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
It's got-
y'all load in.
It's a good thing that St. Terra Luna City has 4 lanes on each side of the road.
That's right. It is all highways. That does actually help a little bit. It is all like
They also have no sidewalks, so the walk here was really dangerous.
yeah, it was horrible. It's
Well,
all car.
March used her motorcycle that she borrowed and
Oh,
had to
yeah.
like go.
Dog Detective was in the sidecar.
Yeah.
God. I think that Gunk's crawler is like painted. It's like painted like a cool like green and like light blue like gradient color. No, not gradients. It's more like a groovy like 1970s like
Like a
Eclipse
tie-dye
art
like a tie-dye polar crawler.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you all load in and headed to the same hospital that Tony Sunder's at.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got Ministivi there. I think that like would any of you mention to the doctors or nurses that like this is Ministivi's reflection like possessing his mind?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna like keep a mirror placed in front of him and like have like a camera in his room and then just like wait for him to get up and wait for his actual self to steal his body back from his reflection. That's medicine, baby.
They're resourceful here, damn.
Yeah,
Hey.
they had an idea.
New goal for Dog Detective, get Ministivi's reflection some freedom that doesn't involve having to do violence.
Yeah, that is fair. Although, yeah, maybe.
Look, if I can get them some sort of like clone or robot body they can hang out in,
yeah,
then I'm going to do it. Garvel pulled it off. I'm sure I can manage.
that's true. We also don't necessarily know who Ministivi's reflection is. It's a mystery. But yeah, I think like after a while, Tony Sunder and Ministivi are back. Ministivi is back to his normal self. He like basically wakes. I think y'all are probably there for this. He wakes up, his reflection, like, uh, is like his reflection. He like sees himself in the mirror for like a second, and a like hand like pulls his face into it, and then like he just kind of like swaps with himself through this mirror, and then the mirror like breaks. But yeah, I think after a while of just watching these folks in the hospital, you all are back together and kind of able to reconvene. Um, and I think like one of the first things that Ministivi makes clear to you all is that like uh he is going to like not hurt, not go to hurt Leviathan, but like he needs answers.
We've all gone rogue at this point.
Yeah.
The whole department's gone rogue.
Yeah.
I don't think he should go immediately. I think it's too dangerous.
Love's done some bad stuff, and we got to figure it out. And but I think first everybody needs a break. I think we need to clear our heads and relax. And I already invited Tony and I invited Superb 87, so I'm going to invite you too, Ministivi. Let's go. Let's head over to Mystery Town, and we'll have a big family dinner with my pop Tony T-Rex and my pa, my dad and my dada and mom and mama and mammy and all of them and all my cousins and all my sisters and all my brothers and all my other siblings. We're gonna have a big fun time, and we're gonna just take a couple days off and I just chill, and we're gonna find Seb, and we're gonna head back to the temporal leg, and we're gonna get our answers, and everything's gonna work out.
Oh, I saw Seb.
You saw him? Is he good?
Yeah,
Is he okay?
They were just really focused on getting the paperwork together to justify any shit that y'all had to do. I guess they might have not had a chance to say that to you all.
Yeah. Well, after the thing with Gouge, they were just gone, and we didn't know. I figured that maybe they used their magic gun to just teleport away and get out of there.
Yeah, it might have been. I mean, Seb gets nervous around mortality sometimes because it's important for them to get all their files together before that happens.
Can you give them a call? Give them a call and let them know that they're invited to come to big dinner time and a sleepover, the game night.
I'll let them know. I worried about this red sky.
Yeah, it happened when Gouge died.
Yeah. Reminds me of Void's End a little bit. Did I ever mention that I was there? Void's End?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, sorry. The
Aren't you here?
No.
it's when the speaker of leaving died. The it was on the frontier of the Sable Skies. There was a fleet of ships with people who they put under, and soldiers, and well, all led by the man in the yellow tie. and there was fire and blood for a little while, and then everything just went white. It was, I doubt y'all felt it out here, but the consensus was a horrible thing to experience.
My friend, I can hear the capital letters in your sentences, but I have absolutely no context to understand them. Up until about 3-4 years ago, I have lived in a forest finding lost toys. So, I really got no clue what you're talking about.
Imagine if suddenly everything that was you was ripped away from you, and someone tried to feed everything to a god, and you didn't know it was on the other side of its maw.
At scary times, okay.
The sky was red like this.
Well, things worked out okay that time, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Then that means there's 100% success rate of things working out okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're not gonna break that trend.
I hope so. Hope so.
Hey March, if there's anyone from your family you want to invite to see my family, maybe they can see how other families interact with each other. If you think that might be good for them, feel free.
Yeah, to be honest, this entire time I was gonna suggest we leave as soon as possible so I don't have to talk to them anymore.
I
Um,
mean, on the one hand, that's fair. On the one paw, that's fair. But on the other, it's like, no, I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's your choice.
no, no, you're right. I'm gonna,
I
I'm
trust
gonna
you.
call my sister.
I trust you, and I trust your judgment.
Thank you. I just, I, I think I want my sister. I want to talk to her again. It's been years. We got into this stupid fight, and I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna call my folks and let them know to get ready for guests, and then we're gonna once Miss Divvy here and Tony are good to go, then we're gonna make our take a hike, nice long relaxing hike, head over to Mystery Town, and we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take as long as we need, get ourselves together, get a plan made, and just be safe for a while.
That sounds good. I could use a break.
Detective goes to find a phone so we can call his family
Yeah, there's like a payphone. You probably have a couple Terra Luna cents on you.
because he's assuming at this point that Lev has cut off his department issued cell phone.
Yeah, Lev seems like they're going like fucking nuclear at the moment. I mean,
They certainly
literally.
tried.
They certainly
They
tried.
certainly tried.
But yeah, uh, cool. I feel like this might be a good place to wrap, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is where we stop for tonight. This feels like where we stop.
Yeah, and then kind of lead into like hopefully Bun could be here next time. We'll do like a um we'll do a little rest. We'll do kind of
Or
like a calm before the storm
we'll
sort
do
of
our
thing.
beach episode.
Yeah, and then like the way that I'm imagining next episode in terms of just like structure is like calm before the storm type vibe, and then something
We're
whatever
we're like
action you decide to
we're
take.
having fun and we're laughing and we're relaxing, but we know things are going to get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Did anyone accomplish goals?
I did. I had a goal to stop other Seb from doing bad stuff, and I accomplished that.
Hell yeah.
Superbs 87's on our team now.
Yeah.
Let's see. My goals are prevent the further circulation of St. Charles City money. Didn't do that, and to get a day with Gunk.
You're bringing Gunk to dinner with my whole family. That's a date.
That's true.
That is a date. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
We're taking a vacation together. That's a date.
All right. I
I-
completed that then.
She showed up and saved our lives with a sword. That counts.
That's a date. Yeah, you're right.
I do think that Gunk finds it very, very, very cool and awesome that like March is like divested from big money. That's like it's just like just some hot girl shit.
Hell
That-
yes.
That's morals, baby.
That's morals, baby. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being here. We had a great time streaming. Sorry the schedule's been sporadic. We've just been trying to work around multiple different schedules and hopefully
Sometimes life gets busy and things get tough.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Let's see. I feel like I read the same person all the time, but also like I don't know. It's like both my friends are on two of my friends are on the same stream right now, and not really too many other people who I am friends with are streaming. So yeah, we're gonna read Melody. Go say hi, and remember if someone wants to disassemble a nuke by blowing it up, remind them that they can disassemble it using the silo's internal robotic arms. Thank you.
Your heart is a nuke you use with your body.
Your heart. A nuke is a heart that the body rejects, and that's
That's really good, actually. A nuke is a heart the body rejects.
yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.